As always, don't forget to check the video description down below for the best price on parts and tools I use in today's project. We also have online repair manuals, and we have partnered with a school. Remember, if you know how a system on a car works, you can fix it. Now that all that has been said, is a 2010 Hyundai Sonata with a bad fuel pump today, and a surprise of a problem, but I'm gonna take you through all of the quick steps. I'm gonna try and make this video as quick as possible, so let's check it out. So Jordan, how might I know that the fuel pump on my car is bad? Real quick, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this, but you can disconnect your air intake thing from right here. There's a little connector down there. You can see it, my finger, boom. And then pull it out, take a flathead screwdriver, stick it in under, hit the plate on the bottom, stick it in, twist the screwdriver, then take a can of starter fluid, spray for no more than 2 Mississippis, because you can pop it and catch things on fire. Start the car. If the car starts, then you know, hey, it's not getting fuel. And it's only a bad fuel pump if it is a crank, so the car's spinning over and no start. Okay, now we got that out of the way. That's one way you can kind of verify it. It'll eliminate a lot of other possibilities. Now we're going to come back here. Your fuel pump is located in your trunk. So I saw the first video I saw, the dude, he did a great job, but he never even showed where it was at. So trunk, there's your fuel pump. Here's where your fuel pump sits. Now basically you're going to start out, this plate's going to be here, and there's going to be 4 screws. All right, there's going to be one here, here, here. Then you're going to pull this up. It's only going to come up a little bit because you have these electrical connectors. Now, the first one's going to be sitting down on top of the fuel pump. You're going to squeeze and then push in and then pull really hard up. If you need help, get a flathead screwdriver, just kind of pry up and off. The next one is even easier. This one just has this little tab. You pull the tab up and push off, and the top of your fuel pump is going to be looking like this, and it's going to be positioned like that. Now, you also have 2 lines that you have to disconnect. The green one on the left, see this thing? Look at that. It'll sit right up there for me. The first one, the green one, you'll be able to touch the top with your finger, pull out a little bit, and then you'll take a flathead screwdriver while you still have your finger on top. Come back in here, kind of pry on the bottom, and with the screwdriver and your finger, slip the connector off. The other one has 2 little clips. Where's the little hose here? Is this one right here? Okay, this one is gonna have a blue clip on this side, and on the back side there's gonna be a gray clip. Now coming off, I broke mine off. It doesn't really matter. We're still gonna put it back in, and that blue clip actually covers. This is like the inside clip. The blue clip is like the outside clip. So if you break yours, don't worry about it. It'll still work. It'll still hold the hose on. You're just gonna stick it back in there, then stick your blue clip back on over it. And these clips just fit inside this little hose connection. So you can see the back side of the hose. That is where that gray clip sits in there. You just take a pick, you kind of push on the end and take a pick and kind of pry it out. And then the blue one's the first one. You'll have to take that out first. That, again, you can just take a screwdriver and just kind of pop it out. And then that's the other hose where you'll have that green thing. So once you get everything disconnected, then you're gonna have this beautiful little hold down ring. It's gonna be sitting on top of this guy. I'm sure they make some kind of special tool. I would just take a flathead screwdriver, and if you can imagine, I was beating the ever-living tar out of it. You can see where I beat it. You just hit there, and it's like the only side. It'll be right there. This will be the only area where you can really get a good hit with a flathead screwdriver and a hammer. That's my flathead screwdriver. And then this thing will kind of twist off. As it's twisting off, you're gonna have a bunch of debris down in there. Just blow, just go, just give it a good couple blows, and that'll get all your debris out of the way. And then this thing, once you get it off, it's kind of sprung. You see I push down. Once you get it off, it's gonna kind of spring up, and the fun part begins of taking the assembly out. Now what you're gonna do is it's gonna be sitting in there like so, like that right there. So you're gonna just begin to twist and turn and pull up, and eventually you're gonna get it sitting like this while it's still down in there. Then you're gonna take 2 hands. As you see my right hand, your left hand is gonna be on this side, and you're gonna pull forward and wiggle. Now you can see you can imagine it's like, it's almost as if this plastic piece, the flat part, is made to pull up just beyond this flat part on your car, because that's the only room you're gonna have. So you're gonna wiggle with 2 hands, being very careful not to break anything, and then eventually you'll get it up to about here, and then you're gonna try and twist more and just wiggle it out, and then eventually it'll come out like so. There you go. And then putting it back in, it's gonna be the same. But if you're not changing the whole assembly, which you may want to do that, you just get the whole assembly, it's a little bit easier. But if you're not changing the whole assembly, you can take this apart. Basically, you have a tab right here, you have a tab right here, 3 tabs, and a tab right there. Now, with a flathead screwdriver or your finger, you're gonna pull back on this tab. Somehow you're gonna pull on all 3 tabs at once and then pull this piece up and out. There will be a silver cylinder sitting inside there. That's why if you look it up, you'll see a silver cylinder. It'll be much cheaper, and then you'll see the whole assembly. It's more expensive. There will be hoses. See, like these hoses right here, a little ribbed hose, and this little ribbed hose. There'll be hoses like that inside there connected to the cylinder pump. So when you see it, when you get in there, just go ahead and disconnect those hoses, take that one off, put the new cylinder in there like you got it out, and that is it, guys. So that is my quick brief description of how to take this out, and hopefully you saw everything you need to see, and that's it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, and guys, I almost didn't even show you the surprise of today. So I took all this stuff out, and neither me nor the customer decided to check and see if there was actually fuel in there. There's fuel in there now because I just added about a gallon directly into the tank. But when I first pulled this thing off, it was bone dry. And it looks like you can't really see. Well, yeah, you can. You can see it right there. It's kind of like waving around. But yeah, just make sure you got fuel in there, because this is not the first time this happened. I've done this. I think I made one other video. It's like a Charger or something where we got in there, there's no fuel. And I remember I had a BMW one time, the woman, no start and no fuel. So always check. I should have checked, but you just kind of assume, hey, they had a no start. I'm sure they made sure they had, I'm sure they didn't just run out of gas and think their car had broken, but that is what happened. So there you go. That was our little surprise of the day. So I got to do this little fuel pump job video, and she did not need it, but there you go. Thanks for watching.